Yo, what's going on? Mike from Mike Talk Sports. The big news coming out of Packers training camp over the last couple of days is Jayden Reed and how the coaching staff and Jordan Love is very confident that Jayden Reed is going to be a star from the slot for them. So in today's video, we're going to be analyzing and breaking down Jayden Reed as a prospect in order to answer the question, can Jayden Reed potentially break out in year one? So Jayden Reed was the 50th pick in the second round of this year's draft class coming out of Michigan State. He put up 1,023 yards and 11 total touchdowns in 2021. And in 2022, he put up 636 yards, 5 touchdowns. And I know that seems a bit underwhelming, but the passing game as a total took a significant step back in 2022 for Michigan. And make no mistake about it, he was still the best receiver on Michigan State in 2022. So now let's get into some strengths and then two major weaknesses for Jayden Reed that will prevent him from having a really good year next year. So he's 23 years old. He's about 5'10 and a half and at 190 pounds running a 4.45 40-yard dash time. So right away, he's kind of pigeonholed into that slot receiver, and that's absolutely what he will play in Green Bay, as they already have Romeo Doubs and Christian Watson on the outside. But make no mistake about it, guys, Jayden Reed is actually very good as a vertical threat on the outside as well. So if the Packers ask him to do so, he's going to be a borderline elite ball winner on the outside, as I'll really get into his strengths that highlight how good he can potentially be, not only as a slot receiver, but as an outside receiver as well. The first thing that jumps out to you when you watch Jayden Reed is, of course, his release off the line of scrimmage. It's very good. It really is reminiscent of a guy, Stefon Diggs at Maryland. That's why I am seeing some Stefon Diggs comparisons for Jayden Reed. But make no mistake about it, Stefon Diggs did come into the NFL and refined his route running and his release package even more. Jayden Reed is not at that level yet, but hell, he's really showing flashes at Michigan State with that really nice release package and a nice wide variety of releases, which really keeps the cornerbacks on his toes. He's very good at disguising his route, so you really don't know if he's going to run a dig, if he's going to run an out route, or if he's going to run a vertical route. He's really good at mixing in those intermediate routes and those vertical routes. The second thing that really does jump out to you for Jayden Reed is, of course, his ability as a vertical ball winner and a 50-50 jump ball guy. It really is absolutely rare and phenomenal for a guy who's under 6 feet tall to be so good at contorting his body in the air, really framing out his body, and with a 190-pound frame, he has such deceptive play strength. Not only does this show up in his contested catch ability, but this also shows up after the catch, as he really is not going to go down with arm tackles. Something that makes his route running very good as well, it also really ties into that release package, is his stop-start time and his hesitation move. Consistently on tape, you see Jayden Reed hit his top speed extremely quickly, as he does have very nice foot speed and very nice acceleration. And from that foot speed and acceleration, getting to his top speed, he can really stop on a dime, give a nice hesitation move, and next thing you know, he's 10 feet in front of the cornerback because of how elite that hesitation move is on his routes. And that very good start-stop time and hesitation move definitely shows up when the ball is in his hands as well, as he was a nice threat in the punt returning game, and that was one of his main moves, that nice hesitation on the sideline. I really can't wait to see Jordan Love unleash that deep ball to Jayden Reed, as his ability to track the ball mid-air every single time on his route. He does a great job at hesitating if he needs to, if the ball is a bit underthrown, as it was consistently at Michigan State with that subpar quarterback play, or if he needs to run up faster to the ball, he's a guy who's going to get to his top gear. Overall, athletically, he's an A- to an A athlete. Again, he has about A- speed with that 4.45 40-yard dash time, borderline A-tier agility, acceleration, and change of direction. In overall deceptive play strength, I would say his play strength is about a B B-. And again, he is very good after the catch, but similar to Stephon Diggs, he's actually a better route runner than he is after the catch, in my opinion. Considering how good of a route runner he is, he's still a very good guy with the ball in his hands, but there is a bit to be desired there. Again, I get it. It really highlights how good he is with the ball in his hands, considering he is a good punt return guy, but he's not this incredible guy with the ball in his hands as his route running would suggest he is. After the catch, though, he actually does have very nice vision that really gets him extra yardage pretty consistently. He's also a patient runner as well. I would like to see him after the catch accelerate a little bit quicker, and that's something he's definitely going to need to do if he wants to be very good after the catch at the NFL level, as it really does speed up. Now, two things that can potentially keep Jayden Reed off of the field. First, it is his run blocking. He graded out per PFF very poor in the run blocking game, and we know the Green Bay Packers really like to use that 12 personnel with those two tight ends, and they really did exemplify this as they picked two tight ends in this year's draft class, along with getting Jayden Reed. They got Luke Musgrave at tight end, then they got Tucker Kraft at tight end as well. So Tucker Kraft and Luke Musgrave can potentially tap into the snaps that Jayden Reed would be getting as the slot receiver. The second thing that could potentially keep him off the field and is a bit of a negative for Jayden Reed is the average catch. He does have a bit of concentration drops. He does have 19 career drops in his time at Michigan State, and it really has nothing to do with that deep ball. It really is those short to intermediate routes. Even though he consistently gets open, there has just been times throughout his career where he will body catch a very hard pass. And Jordan Love is somebody who throws with an incredible amount of velocity behind his short to intermediate passes. So would I be completely shocked to see Jayden Reed have some concentration drops, let's say on a screen pass, on a 5-yard stick route, on a 10-yard dig, on a 10-yard out route? No, I would not be surprised. Again, he really does need to fix those concentration drops. My pro comp to Jayden Reed is going to be Deontay Johnson, a guy who somewhat struggles with those concentration drops, but very deceptive in terms of his play strength and his overall ability to win those 50-50 jump balls as a smaller receiver, a guy who came into the NFL pigeonholed into the slot position, but has proven to be a versatile receiver who can win at any position on the field at wide receiver. So to answer the question of the video, can Jayden Reed step up in year one for the Green Bay Packers? I really do think he can. Hot take, guys. I do think Jayden Reed ends up as the second lead receiver in terms of receiving yards on the Packers, behind Christian Watson and in front of guys such as Romeo Doubs, Luke Musgraves, and even Aaron Jones. Thanks for listening, guys. Let me know in the comment section below, do you agree with my takes on Jayden Reed? Do you agree with my talent evaluation of Jayden Reed? And do you agree with my take that he actually ends up as the second lead receiver on the Green Bay Packers today? The visuals for this video goes out to Gaming Tornado. Very good edit. I really appreciate it. If you listen till the end of the video, again, I do appreciate it. Smack that like and hit subscribe.